The Morning Drive podcast from Double T 97.3 is presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Jamie Lent and Jeff McGuire. I'm Chuck Heinz. Nice to have you with us today here on the Morning Drive. We get this, and we are grateful for these guys and gals. This person says, shout out to the oil field workers in West Texas that are up listening to the show this early every, in all caps, morning. Mm. This is in response to our guys at Franklin Electric and Abernathy, who just discovered that we do begin the show at 6:02 this morning. And
like
they're tired.
There was a little jealousy there.
Well, just
giving the electric folks some love. So we got to give the oil folks some love.
And all you guys cutting the cotton too. You got to make sure we take care of those guys too, because they're out there. They're out there working this morning. So if you're harvesting the cotton this morning or whatever it is that you're harvesting, let us know as well. And if you're in your John Deere or whatever you're in, you might be in your Kubota, whatever you're in.
Maybe.
Whatever. I don't know all the tractor names, but at any rate, if you're out there working away this morning already, trying to get stuff in, that's good stuff. We will have Lady Raider basketball for you today. They'll take on Jacksonville. This will be the last game before the regular season of Big 12 play starts. This is the last non-conference game. Is a better way to say that. Then that's the better way to say it. I just kind of got lost in my thoughts there.
Word efficiency was not there. Top there.
No, it was not. And so
you gonna be able to talk at 11 o'clock there, Chuck?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be ready to go.
We're just stumbling and bumbling now.
I just had a little fumble there, just a little stumble bumble. They take on Jacksonville, the Dolphins today. Okay, and then Sunday it's Baylor. It's
going to get real in a hurry.
It's going to get real in a hurry. There is no question about it. I mean, this team today, talking about the other day, Texas Tech putting Abilene Christian at the free throw line a ton. This team today, Jamie, averages 28. 28 free throw attempts a ball game.
28
free throw attempts a ball game, average. The Lady Raiders average 22 threes. That's where I came up with my. And they only average 15 threes a ball game in terms of attempts. And they make 19 free throws. So they like to.
Should be an exciting day of trips to the charity stripe.
I hope not.
I can hear Fink now.
What?
Getting
foul,
excited
no call.
about free throws.
Foul, no call.
I felt like I don't know if you guys were just a little tired on Sunday.
A little punchy, yeah.
I felt like there was testiness between you two.
Oh no,
not between you two, but with you two towards the officials.
Oh.
Like I felt.
I take it Bill wasn't one of the officials.
He was not.
I felt like you guys were frustrated with them a lot on Sunday, more so than you normally are.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't go back and listen.
You should sometimes.
Probably so. I always when I go back and listen to myself, I feel like I say to myself more times, "God, that was dumb," as opposed to, "Wow, that was really good."
Yeah, I think we all do that.
That was really dumb. So yeah, no, it was.
I know. How about I try that again? I know ACU shot a lot of free throws, so that seemed.
I think the frustration. Some of the frustration that we're having is, it feels like this is what it feels like. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. It feels like that Bailey Maupin specifically gets knocked around a lot and doesn't get the benefit of the foul called on her opponent, whereas at the other end of the floor, it feels like she doesn't do a whole lot, and they call a foul on her.
Okay.
That's what it feels like. Feels like that she gets knocked around a lot.
I feel she shoots a decent amount of free throws. Yeah. That's one thing I always liked about Bailey is I think she uses her body control on the offensive end of the floor. I think is terrific because she does a good job getting into the defender and creating separation. That's a skill that is not, not all players have it. Okay. And she knows how to use her body to create separation. So, and because of that, I feel like she gets to the line a decent amount.
Well, she leads the team in free throw attempts at 49.
See, I think you're barking up the wrong tree.
But it just feels like sometimes that she's called for fouls, then doesn't get the same benefit at the other end. And that's what it feels like from my unbiased eyes, Jamie.
Yeah,
Tongue in cheek there.
Unbiased, sure.
A little tongue in cheek there.
Yeah.
We got a Kubota mention before 7 a.m. Going to be a good day. Okay?
All right.
South Texas Ambassador Preston says, don't forget the South Texas oil field workers. Right. Don't want to do that. Good morning, guys from Fort Worth. What about the truck drivers, Chuck, from Pepsi Man? Of course, we don't want to forget you guys.
Can't forget them.
Yeah, we can't forget those. Have you come across a truck yet that was driverless?
A truck?
Yeah, they've got them now.
18-wheelers?
Yeah, I saw a story like on the news the other day. Not that you believe everything that's on the news, but I mean,
no.
It showed driverless like over the road truckers. To me, that would be scary if I came across a trucker. Like, where's that guy? Did something happen to him? Is this thing going to just drive off the cliff?
It freaked me out a little bit in Phoenix last year when we were seeing the driverless cars.
Would you get in a driverless car?
Yes.
You would?
Yeah. I also saw the other day in the Metroplex, which I hadn't seen yet, the, I don't know, it looked like about the size of a wheelbarrow. Okay? But it was this little buggy thing.
Yeah.
That was like a food delivery thing just on its own.
Yeah.
And so it's waiting to cross a road and go down the sidewalk and deliver someone their whatever, their burger or pizza or whatever.
Wow.
It was the craziest thing in the world. That was the first time I had seen those.
I am stunned by the number of people that have their fast food delivered to their home by somebody else. I was with the Phenoms the other night, and we went to a place, and this guy was there to pick up food for somebody. I'm stunned by the laziness of some folks.
This is the Morning Drive Podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
December the 17th, 2025. Week from today, the big man comes down the chimney. Here's Jeff McGuire with This Day in Sports History.
Starting us off in 1944, National Football League Championship took place at the Polo Grounds in New York City. Green Bay Packers beat the New York Giants 14-7 for the sixth and final league title under longtime coach Curly Lambeau.
Oh, nice.
Fast forward to 1983. In the 352nd NHL game, in his 352nd NHL game, Wayne Gretzky scores a goal and 5 assists in an 8-1 rout of the Quebec. Wow, I should have looked at that before because it's Nordiques. Is that what that is?
Nordiques, yes. Yeah.
Huh. Yep, should have looked at that. It was Wayne Gretzky, and it was his record 800th point and 500th assist, averaging 2.27 points and 1.42 assists, and almost a full goal a game for his start his career. That was insane. Like, I was looking at the numbers, didn't even see the Nordiques. Wow. 1991. If you were looking for a blowout in the NBA, you found it. Most lopsided game in NBA history. The Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Miami Heat 148-80, a record 68 points.
Wow.
And in 2014, Texas Tech head coach Tubby Smith said that he joked with his Red Raiders before the game against South Carolina State, telling him he didn't want his blood pressure to rise. Hard to find anything troubling in their 101-39 home win against South Carolina State.
He was a guy that I don't feel like his blood pressure rose very much. I mean, I feel like he was pretty calm.
I wasn't in the locker rooms.
No, I'm just saying
game.
on the sidelines, really. But generally speaking, that's kind of my recollection of him.
Happy National Maple Syrup Day.
Okay.
Okay. Is that what you're putting on your pancakes or your waffles?
Almost always, yes.
Okay. What about the blueberry syrup?
Not as often.
Strawberry?
Usually it's straight maple syrup.
Log cabin or?
Whichever one they are offering.
Okay. Didn't know if you had a specific. I mean,
growing up, it was always log cabin.
Yeah, log cabin is kind of my
but since then, we've gone all around the bend on the different maple syrups.
Do you have a maple syrup preference, Jamie?
Back when we were in New York, I mean, we'd get it like out of the tree.
Yeah, that would be the better way to do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Just go out back.
No,
turn on
but I mean, you would.
Somebody else did.
Yeah, somebody else did.
Literally, you did. You're not joking.
No.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah. Actual maple syrup.
They would mix it with the stuff they needed to. Yeah, so like
That's
homemade.
cool.
Yeah, that was the best.
Happy birthday to Sarah Paulson, who's 51. Manny Pacquiao, 47. Bill Pullman is 72. Ernie Hudson is 80. Buddy Hield, 33. Chase Utley, 47. And Chris Matthews is 80.
Mm-hmm.
And on this day, 1903, near Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, Orville and Wilbur Wright make the first successful flight in history of a self-propelled heavier-than aircraft on December 17th, 1903. Orville piloted the gasoline-powered propeller-driven biplane, which stayed aloft for 12 seconds and covered 120 feet on its inaugural flight.
Wow.
And that sustains sports history.
Sustains sports history. All right. Thank you, Jeff. Some thoughts here from the Yates Flooring Center chat line. Watch the ACU game and agree with Chuck. Refs seem to be awfully quick with the whistle on our defensive end and swallow the whistle on our offensive end. Okay. This from Mark in Matagorda County. What about the morning bus route drivers, Chuck?
Yeah, no, for that.
Hey, good morning bus route drivers. Yeah, no, absolutely. We have the Waymo driverless cars here in Austin. Amazing. Jamie, if you had the choice, and I think I know the answer to this question. I don't even really know why I'm even asking it. Like, if you needed a ride and there was a driverless car or me. It's probably not even a question there, is there?
Well, you're going to be free.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to be free, right.
So I'm going to choose you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The driver of this car is going to cost me money.
Yeah.
But, Jamie, we discussed that you need to choose joy.
The joy is not spending any money.
How far are we going?
Crosstown.
I can probably handle one drive. Okay. Yeah.
I might have struck a nerve with some person here. It doesn't have to be a matter of laziness. It could be my incredibly pregnant wife wanting food to be ready when her husband in the oil field gets home after his 18-hour day. My wife may not feel like cooking after shuffling kids and practices all day by herself. Okay, I'm just saying, I'm just stunned. Having somebody go to fast food central for me and then having it delivered to my home, I am never ever going to do that. And somebody's got to be like on their deathbed for me to do that. Daughter's family
But do you ever have pizza delivered?
I haven't had pizza delivered in quite some time. And part of that is.
But you have before.
Oh, back when they did it normally, as opposed to through DoorDash or something else. Back when the pizza delivered.
Most of the pizza places deliver their own, don't they?
Yeah.
I also go pick up my pizza, so I really don't know. But
I mean,
I see when I'm there, they're heading out in their vehicles with
maybe so
with the things on the top.
Maybe so. Yeah. I've just and this is a fault of mine. It's my patience. I feel like that I can go fetch it faster than having somebody deliver it to me.
Well, you can. Because you can leave right away. They've got to wait for the driver to get there to get it to you. And then they've got to find your house.
This daughter's family uses DoorDash pretty often, but they've got 5 kids at home. They'd rather pay someone to deliver than have to load up everyone in the family truckster to go through a drive-thru. Okay. I guess Chuck.
I guess my answer to that would be, because there'll be times when we do that at the house, and sometimes it's like, hey, I want this, and she wants that, and she wants that, and so like it'll be one person's job. Hey, you go get the food.
Yeah.
You don't have to take all 5 kids.
You don't know, huh? No,
yeah.
I don't think so.
I guess unless if you just had one parent at the house, then you would have to take them all with you. But if you got another adult there, leave them there with the 5 kids, and just you go get the food. I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I don't use it because I'm too tight, but with my money. But I that's totally up to.
Mm-hmm.
I would be very disappointed with my children if they used it a lot and spent their money that way. But I know of one time when they needed to, and it felt like a legit reason.
You do, right?
Yeah, so I didn't have an issue with it.
Okay. Somebody says this. What about the trash truck drivers? Yeah, trash truck drivers. Shout out to the trash truck drivers.
Are they out this early?
Yeah, I see them all the time.
Man, don't be waking the folks up this early.
I hear it in my neighborhood. You hear that?
It's 6 in the morning?
Yeah, at 5:30. I've heard that, yeah. In the little shopping center that's, I mean, if I can hear the guy scaling, I mean, thank God the paper doesn't print anymore, because that guy doesn't scream papers anymore on Sunday morning. Let's see. But yeah, I hear him. I see the trash truck drivers downtown here coming through.
I didn't know they were out that early.
Yeah, they're out. Shout out to all the UMC healthcare workers doing it overnight every day. Yes. Yes.
This is becoming fun to me.
It really is.
Marquise, excuse me for making a living, Chuck. I'm not, clearly it's.
Yeah.
It's something. I mean,
hey, you want to talk about a business or businesses that have been boosted by NIL? Food delivery, I guarantee you, has gone through the roof
over at
because of NIL.
Because of the Texas Tech kids.
Every school, everywhere, everywhere. Are you hanging around the team? You don't see it?
Oh yeah, no, I see it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, those athletes with their NIL money, they use it. DoorDash and all that. That's getting used. Yeah.
Okay, here.
This is the Morning Drive Podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
With Jamie Lent, Jeff McGuire, I'm Chuck Heinz. Are you excited for Christmas? Are you giddy? Do you anticipate it? Do you look forward to it? Anything along those lines?
It's time with the family, which I'm always a huge fan of. It's a day off, a day to sleep in. Okay. I'm a huge fan of.
Spend time with your in-laws?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You get along with them pretty good, right?
I get along with them great, yeah.
Will you go see your father-in-law's calves and cows and stuff like that?
I would assume so,
okay. Yeah. He'll take you out there and show you around, show you what...
He doesn't need to show me around. I know my way around.
Has he named any of the... Does he name his cows?
Yes, he does.
Has he named one after you? Do you have one with him too? Like
he has not named one after me. He has not named them any sports names.
Okay.
I will say that.
Is he aware of our show?
Yes. Yes. He's aware of the show because one day, it was Christmas time, maybe last year, maybe year before, I think maybe 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. We were out there, and apparently it's good for you to go out in the field and spread out the manure. Okay, it's good for it. You spread it out a little bit so it just doesn't sit there in one big pile.
Okay, that makes sense.
There's numerous reasons for it. Okay, you spread it out.
Sure.
And he said, and I was thoroughly enjoying it. Okay, just having a good time walking around out in the field. The weather was nice, and I said, I'm really liking this. And I said, this is actually what I do 3 hours a day. He said, what do you mean? And I said, pretty much spread the bull crap for 3 hours every day. Uh-huh. Yeah. So. Yeah. Yeah, and so, he knows we do a show.
He knows we do a show.
Yeah.
Do you think he'd ever name any of his calves after any of us? You put that request in.
I could put the request in.
Say, tell him we've got a listener that named a calf after you, Jamie the calf.
He knows about that, and
probably
he's
a
very
hamburger
excited
right now.
about that. Yeah.
I think Jamie the calf is hamburger meat right now.
I'm
No.
not sure.
How many times do we have to tell you what he's doing?
Yeah.
Seems like he's still in there. Yeah.
He's out enjoying his best possible life.
Okay. Yeah.
He's the head honcho where he is right now.
Yeah.
You could say he's almost a farmer.
Okay. This is new. This is something new. This quote, Chuck's unintended insult of the week, unquote, brought to you by Chuck Heinz Enterprises.
Which one was
I
the
don't know.
intended insult?
Probably the one about that I said people were lazy for using DoorDash and stuff like that. Shout out to Coach M, Coach Juan M. Shout out to Coach Juan M. and the other teachers listening before school. Yes, shout out to Coach Juan M.
Yes.
I didn't realize that Juan M. was a coach. Did we know that?
I think so. I think if I'm right here, Juan M. worked with my wife in the school system previously. Yeah.
Okay. Chuck's favorite basketball stat is second chance points.
Yeah,
I
that's a
do
big
like
one.
that one.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that one. I think that shows effort.
I think we could all just come to the same conclusion that Chuck just likes stats.
I do. I mean, but you do too. You like baseball numbers.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get a listen.
His favorite is the win total.
I've got an incredible nugget for tonight, by the way, or today, for you to listen to. I might even share it. I got to get past Finkner's window, though. Here, we're in the Finkner window between now and about 7:35, because I want to spring it on him because he's very enthusiastic.
See, this is where you put yourself into a bad spot when you start calling your tidbits incredible nuggets. You raise the level of expectations so high.
I feel like I've got
so incredibly high.
I feel like I've got a really good one here. All right, let's listen to Coach Grant McCaslin. This was his opening statement after the ball game last night.
Right out the bat, just give a lot of credit to Northern Colorado. I thought their ability to score, even though they were shorthanded tonight, the way they put us on our heels, the way they just punched back offensively. Coach Smiley's done a great job with their team. They got mature guys. You can tell Brock makes a big difference around the rim. I mean, I don't know if that's a career night for him, but I'd guess it's one of his best at 29 points. Thought he controlled the game. Thought they were better, especially at just being connected enough defensively. I'm at a loss in regards to who's playing on the floor. Obviously, losing Luke 10 or so minutes, 12 minutes into the game, that was tough for our team. You know, he makes such a big difference for our team defensively, even though we were kind of trading punches when he was out there. But we've got to be significantly better. And that, not taking anything away from Northern Colorado and their effort tonight, but, I mean, that isn't even close to a team that can win in the Big 12 defensively. It's not even close. And so, not trying to sugarcoat anything in here. I mean, we're going to have to go deeper in our bench and play guys that have a willingness just to fight and scrap on that end. And then we'll just have to fine-tune some things offensively to accommodate some other guys, because scoring's not a problem with this group. It's going to ultimately come down to, can we get stops and how physical can we be without fouling, and we were atrocious for a majority of the night.
So I'll be that guy. Okay, Coach, you keep saying we're going to have to use our bench more. Okay? It keeps being brought up. Okay? Mm-hmm. He played 7 last night.
He played 8.
Okay, well, he played some others.
He played 8 in the first half.
Yeah, okay. How many minutes?
Okay, so Bamboye played 7:15 before he went out. Petty played 16:28, and Jazz Henderson played 2 minutes.
Jazz played 2 minutes.
Yeah, in the first half.
I'm not counting.
Yeah.
I'm not counting.
That's fair.
You played 7.
That's fair. And
I know 3 other guys got in for 20 seconds.
Yeah, right.
I'm not counting them either.
No, I know that. And Jazz only played 20 seconds in the second half, so that's fair not to count him. So, okay, you're right. 7.
But I mean, clearly, I mean, as he's talked about, he's got to have confidence in those guys.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, in one of his other comments, he said, a real game. And I know what he meant by that. He wasn't trying to slight the game last night, but I mean, what he means is you get into, like, you're playing Arizona, or you're playing Houston, or you're playing Iowa State. Or
at this point, if you're playing this way on defense, you can pick any team in the Big 12 Conference. It's going to be a battle for you.
Yeah, UCF.
Well, they beat you last year, so
right.
There's that.
They could beat you again.
Pick any team.
Yeah, any team. If you had to give a score for Saturday right now, if you had to give a score, what do you think you'd do? What do you think you'd say?
You wouldn't like it.
Well, I know I don't like the score that's in my head. I'll tell you the score in my head: 75-55, Duke.
Well, wow, defense has improved. You held Duke to 75. I would go like 89. 70.
Thinking 95, 90,
Okay.
95.
So you got a closer game.
Right, but
you're
only
probably
because
closer to being
they're
right
scoring
than me.
95.
And you know what? I don't know why I'm putting them at 70. That's probably fair. So like a 89, 80-ish.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
Yeah.
I was just that was my frustration coming out.
55. We're only going to score 55. We scored 101 last night.
I know.
We're pretty good on offense.
I know it was my frustration.
Yeah. And again, I said 70, so I just bumped that up 10 too. So.
Yeah. All right. 7:25 this morning.
But hey, if you hold Duke to 75, I'm in. Let's go. That's defensive improvement.
I feel like right now, if you held Duke to 75, it might be a 1 or 2 possession game, and you might have a chance to win.
I would think so.
Yep. Jamie's question of the day is next on Double T 97.3.
The Morning Drive podcast from Double T 97.3 is presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction. Jamie's question of the day on Double T 97.3 is brought to you by Connecticut of West Texas.
Okay, I might be a little bit early to ask this question, but I'm going to.
Okay.
'Tis the season, so I'm going to ask it anyways. This one is not hardcore sports.
Oh, then we should excel at this.
You should be happy, Chuck. This should be right up
I
there.
like hardcore sports.
Mm-hmm. Pre-game shows.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean...
All right, so here's my question for you today. What is the best sports-related gift you've ever been given for Christmas?
Are we counting a bicycle?
I wouldn't call that sports-related.
No, that's not sports-related.
Chuck didn't like his City Chiefs little stadium thing that I got him.
No, it's hanging in my room.
You got me a Yankees one too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You're just struggling to come up with something.
I'm trying to think of the sports-related gifts that the lucky lady has given me. So
There's so many good ones.
With
It's
so
hard to
many good
choose
ones,
between,
right,
right? Yes.
that I choose between them. I'll say this. My sister, the middle child, who sometimes, she's on the reservation right now, so she's good. It's a good place.
What does that mean exactly?
Well, there's been times when she's kind of been, she's good. Well, I've been sometimes.
I think this would have fallen into the category of Chuck's "I didn't mean to insult somebody" quote of the day.
Yeah, really. Anyway, my sister, the middle child, she gave me an autographed Lynn Dawson football that she went down to the TV station and got for me.
Cool.
And on a real football, a real NFL football. And she had a black Sharpie with her. And Leonard said to her, you've brought me this nice football, and you want me to sign it with this. And he said, good thing for you that I'm prepared. He was just joking with her, and he had a silver Sharpie in his pocket.
Okay.
That's a guy that probably has signed a lot of autographs in his life, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of footballs.
I love that you called him Leonard.
Well, that's what they called him that from time to time, Leonard. Anyway, so
I've never heard Leonard Dawson. That's funny.
Yeah. They would call him, like when he was doing games or something, his broadcast partners would say, they'd call him Lenny, they'd call him Len, they'd call him Leonard.
Okay.
So that's...
And this football is where now?
It's upstairs in my office.
Okay.
In a glass.
All right.
I mean, in a glass container.
So there's a story that goes with this, and that's what makes it the best sports-related gift. My grandparents lived right outside of Chicago. In fact, the O'Hare Airport runways were right over their house. We were walking through the O'Hare Airport one day, and this is the early stages of my White Sox fandom. So I had like 30 ball caps. That's not like unheard of for me even today, I think. We were walking through the airport, and I see this White Sox white cap that's got like this pinstripes on it kind of look. And I was like, that is such a cool hat. I need that hat. And I start to go over and get the hat. My mom grabs my hand, yanks me back. All 5 feet of her that could pull me because the mom strength.
How old were you at this point?
I was probably 12 or 13. Okay. We're talking at that age.
And he had 30 hats at 12.
Oh, because it was just collecting them.
He's like Snead, man.
Yeah,
He's got 722, and they're all hermetically sealed in his barn.
And my mom said out loud, "You do not need another cap." As she's dragging me through the airport. Meanwhile, mentally making a note, Jeff's Christmas present. Well, we get to Christmas, and she can't find the hat. She's calling people. She's having people try to go to the airport and can't find it. Years go by. Mom has passed away since then. My sister happens to be on the Chicago White Sox website one day looking for a Christmas present and finds the hat, or one very, very close. So it shows up on Christmas. Do not open. It's on Christmas. It says do not open until baseball season. For us, baseball season starts on Valentine's Day because that's when pitchers and catchers report. Open it up, and my Christmas present that I had to wait for was that hat.
Hat?
That's really cool.
Okay. All right. I kind of struggle with this one a little bit, just because I feel like for whatever reason, I've been given more gifts like the sports-related gifts for my birthday than Christmas. Specifically like growing up as a kid, I don't remember, getting a whole bunch of memorable. I don't know if I got a Jim Kelly jersey or a Dave Winfield jersey or whatever for Christmas. I can't remember any of those moments. So I can only remember something from being an adult. And you guys have heard this story before. The way things work at our house with my wife and I at this point, for the most part, not completely, but for the most part, is if we see something that we want, we get it and we give it to the other one and say, hey, just give me this for Christmas. Okay. And so the last year, Derek Jeter, before he retired, there was something that I saw on sale. And so I jumped and I went ahead and bought it. And it was a big framed picture of Jeter in his last season. And it had a dirt capsule from his last game at Yankee Stadium when he got the game winning hit, and his last game in Boston where he got his last hit, which was the next game. Those were the last 2 games that he played. And supposedly, it comes with a letter of authenticity, but supposedly the dirt is from the infield in both those games. Anyways, I bought this in like October or something and gave it to my wife and said, here, give this to me for Christmas. Okay. I think many of you have heard this story before. Christmas came and I didn't get the gift.
Right. I do remember this story.
And so I finally asked her, hey, what about? And she's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I'm like, I gave this to you. And she's like, I maybe slightly remember, but I don't have any idea. So it just went missing and we could not find it. And we assumed that, I don't know what we assumed. I don't know if we had been robbed or if we'd accidentally thrown it away or whatever. But usually I give it to her and it's hidden on her side of the closet. And like in early February, we found it on my side of the closet. And so ultimately I got the gift, but the assumption is that I put it away and not her. I have no idea, but we found it. So anyways, I loved it, still do. It's still hanging in my basement, but it's kind of a funny thing that
is funny.
I blamed her, she blames me. So who knows?
And then it was caught on your side of the closet.
It was on my side.
You know.
Your daily dose of sports and fun. This is the Morning Drive Podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
Hey, good morning. Hour 3 of 3 this morning here on the Morning Drive. Thank you for being with us today on Lubbock Sports Station, Double T 97.3 and Double T 97.3.com with Jamie Lent and Jeff McGuire. I'm Chuck Heinz. We come to you from the First United Bank studio. Thoughts, comments, Yates Flooring Center chat line. Go to Double T 97.3.com for that of the mobile app. Visual Edge IT hotline is open too at 806-771-0973. I feel compelled to call on the power of the Morning Drive, which, you know, sometimes it's got limited powers, and sometimes the powers get misused. All right, but man, I'd sure like to help this guy out to get that autograph signed for his grandson. So if you have some powers to help with that, he's just trying to get an autograph of J-Rod and his wife for his grandson's mini helmet. His grandson's 8 years old. Probably mean a lot to him. So, you know, if you got the means to be able to do that, or maybe you have one. If you have one, you know, sitting on your back shelf, and you're like, nah, you know, I really don't need this. Right?
Sure.
Help him out. Mm-hmm. We get this communique from our friend David Collier. Okay. He said that Chris Dew, who's the sports information guy over at Lubbock Christian University, let him know last night that with regard to the Duke Lipscomb game, that there was a local tie to it. Former LCU Shap, right?
Shap.
Okay. I mean, sometimes I've said that wrong. I just want to make sure I got it right. So Shap. And he also played for the Red Raiders and also played for Trinity Christian. Ethan Duncan now plays for Lipscomb.
Yeah, I don't think he ever played for the Red Raiders. He was just here but injured for a season.
Yeah, right. But he was on the bench.
I mean, he never played.
He never got in the game. Okay.
Yeah, he was injured the whole year.
Okay.
He has as much playing time as the three of us do.
Yeah.
But he sat on the bench.
Yeah, but you said he
Okay, he was on the team. How about that?
Yes.
Is that better
Fair
said?
enough.
Anyway, he had 2 points last night for Lipscomb.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool.
Great shooter.
Yeah.
Just like his dad.
Yeah. If they had those kids listen to your game broadcast, how many would say, hey, that sounds like the old man that cut line at lunch?
That right there, folks, that's a long-time listener.
Thank you for that. Chuck, who is number one who plays in the McHale Center? Okay, I said McHale instead of McHale. Sorry. Lindale, Jeff. McHale, McKale versus McHale. Yeah. You're right. I got it wrong. When asked about Brendan Sorsby coming to Texas Tech, the Magic 8 Ball said all signs point to yes. Kind of feel like that deal's done, don't you?
I feel good about the odds. Yeah. I don't know about it being done.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if we were saying that, then we would be assuming that our program was cheating.
I prefer that if you're not rubbing, you're not racing. Little gray area is never probably a bad thing for anybody. There's probably a lot of that going on. Well,
if you're having any contact with him, right, until January the 2nd, isn't that illegal? I don't really know that there's any gray area with that.
I don't know, but I don't know what the rules are. I mean, I feel like that if you're not doing that, then you're probably behind.
I'm not saying that they're not, but it would be hard to say it's a done deal.
Let's not advertise that we were doing it.
I just feel like that it's probably done.
I feel good about the odds of him coming here.
I wanted to get to this. I want to brag about my 8th grade daughter, if you don't mind. Not at all. She played in a soccer tournament this past weekend, and they brought home first place out of 6 teams. She's the goalie, and her team was the only team that did not allow a single goal all weekend. DJTJ. I don't know what that means, but okay. DJTJ? Does those initials mean anything to you?
Sounds like TJ is he spins the hits.
Yeah. This Florida State women's soccer goalie transferring to Tech. Wonder if she's dating a quarterback. No, but the gal that's going to play volleyball here is, apparently.
I think you're thinking of DJ Lagway, who was at Florida, not Florida State.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
Yeah.
They're not rubbing, they're cheating. Oh, that just sounds so harsh.
That's why I would say I would suggest that you not say, I think it's a done deal.
Okay, it seems like it is. Good luck with all the screaming kids today, Chuck. Yeah, Coach Gerlich addressed the team yesterday at the end of their practice and said, hey, just so you know, these kids that are coming here tomorrow, they're going to be loud, and they're going to cheer for whoever's making the baskets. And they don't know.
If they're even watching.
And they don't know. So let's make sure that we're the ones that are making all the baskets. Okay?
Okay. Feel good about the potential for that?
Can't we teach them which side is the good side?
Again, we're talking about distracted children that won't have their phones with them, presumably.
Again, can't we teach them the right way?
They're trying.
I mean, we can try that, right?
They're trying.
Okay.
They're trying. By the way, this is a little nugget from Mark Finkner, the voice of Lady Raider basketball. He says Jacksonville University will play in front of twice as many people today as they've played in front of all year in their first 9 games combined.
Wow.
How about that?
So what Mark just told us is that they've not really had some big crowds.
They're at Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You think they'll be overwhelmed by the buzzing? Because that's what, having gone to those games before, to me it doesn't really sound like screaming. There's just a buzz.
It's
of
a buzz.
Constant noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chuck saying he likes to live in the gray area is great. I don't know what that means. They all have agents, and we can talk to the agents. If you're not cheating, then you're not trying. Okay. Mm-hmm. My son got to go a few years back. He was the kid correcting the others for rooting for the wrong team.
I saw the funniest thing.
Boy
last
loves
night.
his sports.
I was at a high school basketball game last night, and that was close enough that about 4 rows back, and nobody was in front of me, that I could hear the cheerleaders talking to each other. And one cheerleader was wanting to start the rebound chant before the first free throw. And the other cheerleader was telling them that they get 2, so we don't do the rebound chant before the first one when they get 2.
My daughters are attending.
And the funniest part, it was a girl telling a guy.
Oh, wow. My daughters are attending the game and are super excited. They know who to root for. Okay.
Chuck. Root for Chuck. And Fink.
This has been the Morning Drive Podcast, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction. Check out our library of Double T 97.3 podcasts at doublet973.com.